Nasim, can you just give us a general thought about your excitement and expectations coming into this 2025 season?
I'm super excited for what this team can do or what we can prove this year. As Coach Took said, we're not really getting looked at this year. We're not getting talked about. So proving everybody wrong and showing what players we got and what development we've made through this offseason, I'm really excited. And we feel like we really have a tested schedule to show that we really made differences in our offseason.
We're going to go to some questions here from our media panel. We got Todd Richards from KFVS. Go ahead, Todd.
Nasim, good to see you again. I hope your summer's going well.
Going great. Going
All
great.
right. Hey, first of all, how much pride do you take as far as being a leader? A lot of new faces on the team this year. Talk about that role and maybe how it's even expanded this year.
I mean, I love being a guy that guys can come to and ask for advice, and just really giving my influence to other guys and just trying to make this team better. Last year I took a step in becoming a leader, and I felt like I took the right steps. And then over this offseason, it's really tested me because we have a lot of new players, and I need to meet them, get to know them, and really help them become one aligned with this team. So, I take a lot of pride in being a guy that people can come to and talk to.
Also, Coach Took talked about that defensive line as kind of the heart and soul of the ball club. How much responsibility do you see in that role, and how much do you kind of really look forward to it?
I believe that our defensive line front has a great group of guys coming back and a great coach leading it. I mean, Coach Kuhn said you can't, just get complacent with we had a good year last year, when we stepped up a lot, but it's a lot of pressure. But at the same time, I feel like we've done the work over the offseason to show that we can really be a heartbeat of this team and show that we can really be a force to be reckoned with in the FCF.
Do you see that defense is kind of going to kind of lead the way this year? Is that a little bit at least what you guys are thinking?
I mean, I'm not going to say nothing down to the offense because I feel like we've gotten a lot of new guys in the offensive room. And I feel like some games is going to be the defense that's going to lead the way. Some games is going to be the offense. I kind of felt like that was the thing last year. I felt like our defense was really strong, but there were games where we were lacking and that our offense came into play. But, yes, I do see that the defense will help our team out a lot this year.
All right. Thank you very much, Nasim, for your time.
No problem. Thank you so much.
We're going to go Caden from the Southeast Missourian. Go ahead, Caden.
Yeah, what's going on with Nasim? How are you, man?
What's going on, Kaden?
Not much, dude. So kind of back to this whole leadership thing. I know you took a lot from Bryce, for most of your career here.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what does it take to be a leader of a football team, especially at this level, and how have you kind of grown this off to fit into that role?
It's really just getting good at the little things. You can't be a leader and not be good at the little things and try to tell somebody else to get on what they need to do if he can't look at you and seeing what you're doing right and how you're trying to get better every day. Over this off season, I feel like just really making sure that I'm taking care of my body and what I'm doing is also resemblance on other players because they can see me working hard and trying to do what I'm trying to do. But also just, telling them and just being a vocal voice for them, I feel that's very important. But the little things for sure.
Sure. And throughout your entire career, you've kept getting better and better. You had a good freshman year, really good breakout season last year, and now you're kind of set up for the best season in your career this season. So, kind of just talk about that career trajectory, and what's been the biggest keys for you to improve as a defender.
I feel like people know I'm an undersized D lineman. And I've always taken heart to like getting my body weight up every year, and I feel like that was one of the main things that changed my junior year. I got my body weight up to 260, and that was the first time I played college football at 260, and that really made a difference. And that was really important to the strength staff, Coach West, all the strength staff coaches really helping me getting stronger in the weight room and gaining weight. That's why this season I've gained another like 10 pounds to really help me down there because, I'm always athletic and always going to be able to move off the ball and get off the ball. But, at the end of the day, I'm going against 300 pounders. So, it's very important to get your weight up and all that type of thing. But, also, yeah, it's everything every year, but just doing the right things and not getting focused on like awards and stats feel is going to help me this year, because, you know, it is set up for me to have the best year, but I don't want to just get focused on having this amount of players or having this amount of sacks or none of that. I just want to have, you know, a good year and have my team win.
Thank you, Nasim.
No problem.
Anybody else? Questions for Nasim?
Hey, Nasim, Mark Simpson with the OVC-Big South office. Tell us a little bit about the experience playing in the playoffs last year, as well as what the returners have talked about based on that experience going into this season.
I mean, it's great going into the playoffs, and it was the first time for me hosting a game in the playoffs. It was my second time being in the playoffs because I played my freshman year in the playoffs at Montana, and that atmosphere was crazy. So having that same atmosphere at home was a really good feeling, and I feel like there was a really good feeling around the team. Unfortunately, we didn't come out with the win, and I feel like that's something that stuck with a lot of players after the year, that, you know, we good enough to get there. Now we just need to not necessarily just finish and play through. And the feeling of being there is great, but the feeling of not staying there and keep playing is even worse. So I feel like a lot of guys are going to remember that and want to come back and even be better this year in the playoffs.
And lastly for you, from me, just more of a fun topic. Was there anything fun you got to do or experience this summer that kind of stuck with you?
Team-wise or just personally wise?
Either or. Either or.
Let me maybe not necessarily one thing, but I feel like this summer I've been the most closest with the D-line. I've been doing a lot of, like, we do a lot of lunches through the week and a lot of times where we meet up with the D-line. So I feel like a really fun thing is the D-line group really getting close this year. I feel like that's something.
Thank you. Good luck this season.
No, thank you so much.
And Nasim, thank you for your time this morning, and best luck to you and your team this year.
Thank you so much.